Welcome back to the FreeMelon Society. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Eli, and today we're going to be answering a request from one of the comments. Someone had requested that I do a "What do you eat in a day" video. And it's a question that I was hesitant to answer because what I do eat in a day is such a drastic departure from what is conventional and also from what I think people want to hear. But anyway, why don't I start out with how I used to eat? Okay, so this is not how I currently eat. I used to eat fruit, right? When I started off as a fruitarian, I would have approximately 2 meals a day, sometimes 3. I would say more so 2 meals a day with snacks in between. If I have a meal in the morning-ish or afternoon, it would have been a smoothie. I liked smoothies, so maybe a smoothie or a combination of 2 to 3 fruits per meal. I could have something like lightly cooked apples with banana. I could have had a smoothie of mango, banana, and berries. That's a meal. If I was still hungry after the meal, then maybe I could grab a couple of dried fruits like raisins or dates or figs. Essentially, there's no real difference between any meal at different times of the day. I just described to you a lunch or late breakfast. That's also dinner, so it's the exact same thing. Dinner, brunch, breakfast, lunch, whatever. There's no distinction between these. They're all just fruit meals, okay? So that's how I used to eat. 2 major meals during the day, a couple of snacks in between. The snacks could be dried fruits, or they could be handfuls of berries, handfuls of grapes, whatnot. That's how I used to eat. So as my body evolved and adapted to this type of eating, I started to need slightly less over time, until I got to definitely no more than 2 meals to 1.5 meals, or 1 meal with snacks. Roughly the same. The smoothies stopped, so I didn't have any more smoothies anymore. I almost don't want to say it because I don't want to discourage people from having smoothies, because smoothies is an infinitely better option or choice than, let's say, a cooked vegetable meal, right? Yeah, a smoothie is a better option. So I'm not saying don't have smoothies, okay? However, the natural intended manner of taking in nutrition from a naturally grown substance, a naturally grown fruit or whatnot, is to have it taken whole. You don't want all of the fibers and the enzymes and whatnot pulverized before you eat them. There's a reason an apple comes in the form of an apple and not in the form of a liquid. It seems like common sense to me. So once that concept got more tightly ingrained, I stopped with the smoothies and just had whole foods as they come. At this point in my progression, a meal could be 1 or 2 fruits max. So maybe a melon or half of a melon, followed by pineapple, berries. That's it, really. Like, just simple combination. I didn't discriminate. There weren't really any fruits that were off the menu. Hello? Must be the wrong number. I didn't do too much discrimination amongst the fruit family. Anything was fair game. The only things that I didn't eat were fatty fruits, okay? Fatty or starchy fruits, avocados, olives, coconuts, which aren't really fruits, they're nuts. So aside from those, yeah, any fruit was fine. It could be kiwis one day if I felt like it. I would do mono fruit eating very often. I've done mono fruit eating of watermelons, of grapes, of melons, of bananas. So, any simple combination of no more than 2 fruits, per meal is how I ate, right? So no secrets, nothing special to report. As of what I eat right now, currently I eat 1 meal a day with no snacks, no anything in between, and I don't need it, right? I feel fine throughout the day. So 1 meal a day of 1 particular fruit. That's pretty much it. So why don't I take you to the kitchen and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I'm here in my kitchen and I'm going to open my fridge and show you what's in my fridge, what I keep in my fridge. This will be either a meal for 1 day or 2 days, depending on how I feel. That's 2 cantaloupes. So that's it. That's what I'll eat. Maybe next time I go to the store, I'll pick up, maybe I'll pick up a blueberries, and that'll be a meal. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up grapes. That'll be a meal, right? So just one fruit during the day, one type of fruit during the day, and I'll eat whatever I feel like in about an hour and a half or so, and that's it for the meal. And that's what I eat in a day. So I pick a fruit, I eat it in an hour or so, or slightly over, slightly less, depending on how long it takes to finish the fruit meal. And that's it. You may have seen some other stuff I keep in my kitchen here. This is a bunch of herbs. Yeah, as you can see, I don't have much to offer visitors when they come over, so I do try to keep some stuff here for myself, and you know, tea and whatnot that I can prepare for company if company comes by. I keep some garlic here for tea. Garlic tea is a very soothing, very potent tea to make. This is some flax oil for skin. If I just feel like, you know, just softening up a little bit, then I can throw on some flaxseed oil. That's food grade hydrogen peroxide. It's still in the wrapper. I mean, I don't have a need to use it, so I guess an emergency situation, if I want to take an H2O2 bath, you know, could take that. That would be great. These are just a bunch of herbs for tea. Down here, I keep some alcohol. This has been here for years. I don't have any use for alcohol. I guess if people come over, then I can use it. But other than that, I have no need for alcohol. And oh, some Dr. Morse herbs here. Again, they don't get very much use because I just don't have a need for water, really. I never drink water. It's just tea sometimes if I feel like having a treat. But other than that, yeah, that's what I keep in my fridge, guys. Anyway, I hope that helped for people curious about what I eat in a day. Like I said before, and like you saw, very, very simple. I mean, simplicity beyond simplicity. And I like it. I like the way it makes me feel. I like the feeling of non-clutter in my body, non-congestion. Perfectly clear perfectly clear sinuses, you know, running every single day. That feeling of non-obstruction. I love that feeling, and I wouldn't give that up for any other type or modality of eating. So you don't have to eat one meal a day of only one type of fruit if you want to become fruitarian or vegan or whatnot. It's not necessary, but will it give you the optimal type of internal cleaning and purity? Yes. Yes, it will. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions about what I eat in a day, please feel free to comment below. And if you have any other major concerns or whatnot, let me know. Maybe I can take a second part to answer those questions in a subsequent video. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time on the FreeMelon Society.